Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to Upstate Speedtests. Usually we just run speed tests on this channel, but today is the eve of a really legendary, potentially devastating day in the wireless industry. Tomorrow, Verizon is going to launch new plans in response to T-Mobile's new Go 5G plans. And it's looking like it's going to be a disaster. Ugh. I can't. Like, what were they thinking? Even the press that's coming out before it even gets announced is very negative. So starting with the T-Mobile report, Verizon to launch new plans on May 18th, retire existing plans. Shortly after T-Mobile announced their new Go 5G plans, Verizon responded by sharing that they'd have an announcement to make on May 15th. Thanks to a tip, we now know that the announcement will likely be a new plan called My Plan, available in both Unlimited Welcome and Unlimited Plus variants. These two new options will fully replace the existing plans, and customers with those plans will be grandfathered. And then down here they have images of the pricing structure, which appears to be about $10 less than the current plan pricing. And this shows the Unlimited Plus plan, which will be the premium. We'll have unlimited 5G ultra wideband. I'll get back to that in a minute. There's a very big caveat here. 30 gigs of mobile hotspot data, which is actually 10 less than the current offerings, 50% off a connected device, which is about the same. But according to these rumors that have come out and generated a lot of negative press, Verizon's rumored new unlimited plans would ask subscribers to pay for the perks they get now for free. So basically, they're lowering the plan prices by about $10, but you're going to lose all the benefits that come with the current plans. Like, I'm on 5G Get More, and by the way, I spent 10 years selling these plans, selling older plans that Verizon had, selling phones. I worked in the wireless retail business. This is not going to go well, folks. I hope I'm wrong, and maybe we're getting tricked. Maybe these are not the plans that are going to launch. Maybe they're put these out to, as some people have suggested, maybe they put these out to bait leakers within the company. But these are not going to go over well. Basically, $10 less on price, but you're losing all the perks. Like, I'm on 5G Get More right now. I get free Apple Music, free Disney Plus, free Apple Arcade. I get a day of free international roaming for every day, and it rolls over up to 12 months. These new plans are going to have none of that. You're going to save $10 a month on the plan, but then they're going to ask you to pay for all the pricing. They're going to ask you to pay $10 a month for all of the perks that you used to get for free. Like the Disney Plus bundle, including ESPN, it'll be $10 per month, which is $4.99 less than if you just bought it from Disney. Apple One bundle will also be $10 a month, which is $6.95 less than if you bought it through Apple. But again, these things come for free currently. So if you take the $10 plan savings and go back and have to add all these bundles in, you're losing money, folks. This is not a good change for Verizon. And Verizon has lost like 127,000 subscribers last quarter. They lost a lot the quarter before that. It's not going well for Verizon right now, and these plans are not going to change that. In fact, they might even make it worse. If you read down the list here, you can see all the things that you're now going to have to add to your plan under My Plan if these rumors hold up. In my opinion, like I said, this is a terrible change for Verizon. It's not going to gain them subscribers. And when existing customers are shopping around to see if they can save money, these new plans are worse. They're going to leave. They're going to go find another carrier. When I worked in the wireless business, the two things people asked the most, or the two things that people were concerned with the most, was what is this plan going to cost me, and what do I get with this plan? So when these people come in and they go to look at these plans, yeah, they're saving $10, but to get what they had before, they're going to be way over the current plan pricing. So in my opinion, this looks like it could be a disaster for Verizon. Unless something is missing here, folks, this is not looking good for Verizon. Yes, it may attract some people that are looking for just the cheapest plan possible, and now they're going to save $10 over the old plans. But it's not competitive. There's not enough of those people out there, and existing customers that are looking for a better bang for the buck are going to disappear. Going back here, I want to come back to what I was saying for a minute again. On the new plans, yes, you're going to have unlimited 5G ultra wideband data, but there's now a 500 gigabyte cap that is going to be implemented across the board on these new plans. To me, this is Verizon saying either we can't handle the traffic or we don't want to handle the traffic anymore. Again, something that is not going to help attract new subscribers to the network. When you sell an unlimited plan, it should truly be unlimited. That's why I personally, in my opinion, I've never liked the prepaid companies that go around flashing the word unlimited, and then you read the fine print and you're cut off after like 20 or 30 gigs to some ridiculously slow speed. That's not my definition of unlimited. It may in fact be an unlimited plan, but if you can't use it to its full potential after a certain point, in my opinion, that's not unlimited. So, per the T-Mobile report, there will be a soft cap of 500 gigabytes throttled to 5 megabits per second after. I know it calls it a soft cap, but folks, that sounds like a hard cap to me. I mean, 5 megabits per second is still usable. You can still load social media. You can still watch, like HD video at those speeds. But that's slow. Like when you go to download a big file, 5 megabits per second is going to suck. I mean, there's just no nice way of saying it. It just puts another hindrance to the value of these plans that is not going to attract new people to the network. So, I want to go back here to another post made by Stenson. He's a popular YouTuber who compares rate plans and shows you the value of each company compared to the other. His YouTube channel is fantastic. Search it on YouTube. It's really great. But he comments down below here, looks like massive price increases for customers who benefited from the perks. Getting a plan equivalent to 5G Play More is now $20 per month, $10 for the Disney bundle, $10 for Apple One, more than it was before. Getting an equivalent plan to 5G Do More is now also $20 more per month, $10 2 terabyte cloud storage, $10 3 travel passes. Getting a plan equivalent to 5G Get More is now $40 more a month. That's a $10 Disney bundle, a $10 Apple One, a $10 2 terabyte storage, $10 3 travel pass, and $10 hotspot add-on. Equivalents $50 an add-on, then subtract $10 because Get More was $10 more expensive to begin with. So anyway, and as he says, this is a big loss for customers, $240 to $480 a year per line more expensive. So, somehow AT&T just became the carrier with the simplest plans and best value in the postpaid landscape. Yeah, that's kind of funny how AT&T is now sort of like the uncarrier compared to the others. T-Mobile's still a great value compared to what Verizon's allegedly going to do here. But yeah, this is a nightmare, folks. I mean, a nightmare for Verizon and a nightmare for consumers who aren't already on Verizon that might have wanted to be or could have been. I don't think this is going to play out well for Verizon at all. And what I'm hoping doesn't happen here is I'm hoping Verizon's actions don't encourage other providers to start cutting benefits and plans, or even worse, limiting or throttling the meaning of unlimited. I think the other thing to point out here is that, some people will look at this and say, oh, well, 500 gigabyte throttled after 500 gigabytes, no big deal. When I'm on, it is still going to be unlimited on the 5G ultra wideband, right? Well, what is 5G ultra wideband? It's either C-band or millimeter wave. Those two networks are not going to penetrate indoors as well as LTE does for the foreseeable future, in my opinion. C-band is 3.7, like 3.7 gigahertz, and millimeter wave is up in like 28, 29, 30, high frequencies. So you're not always going to be able to connect to those 5G ultra wideband networks. So if you're a heavy data user, that 500 gigabyte limit could still impact you. Granted, for a majority of people, 500 gigabytes is not going to be a hindrance, but it's still devaluing these plans, in my opinion. It's not a good thing, right? So maybe I'll make a follow-up video to this. Maybe I won't, but it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, and kind of see where things go with this and where things go after this. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button down below. I don't mean for this to be a negative video by any means, but, it's an unfortunate thing happening to a really good provider, is now devaluing their position in the market, from the looks of what may happen tomorrow. And, in my opinion, again, not a good thing. So because this is a speed test channel, if you've stuck around this long, sorry, I didn't mean for it to go too long here, but I'm going to run some speed tests now for you guys, starting with AT&T. All right, so starting the speed tests on AT&T. AT&T their signal is coming from a tower across town. I'm upstairs in a second floor bedroom. Tower across the valley, so it doesn't always come in great for AT&T here. 6.5 on the down. The loaded ping times are pretty high, 917. Jitter 30, not great. And the upload's at 9.41. This is on the AT&T Unlimited Elite plan. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch over to Verizon because I have them loaded up on the next line. Verizon is on a tower much closer to my home. And they have a sector sort of pointed right at us. So let's see what happens with Verizon. It's 8:45 on a Sunday night, so it shouldn't be too bad, although Verizon does from time to time get pretty congested around me. 20 megabits per second on the down, 71 millisecond ping, really bad loaded ping times, upload of about 3, and a 21 millisecond jitter. I'm going to switch over to T-Mobile now, and I'll be right back with you. All right, we're switched over to T-Mobile, connected to their 5G Ultra capacity. They are located on the same tower as Verizon, and they have a sector kind of pointed at us again, not directly. So, looks like it's slipping a little bit here. 36 millisecond ping time. Loaded ping times look like they're going to be in the 200s. Jitter at 4 milliseconds. These are not very usual results. I've noticed with the iPhone, if you don't give the modem enough time to reorientate itself or whatever the heck it's doing, the results are kind of wonky. So let me restart the speed test app. All right, and let's run this again just to see what happens. Usually I do get much better results than that on T-Mobile. 44 millisecond ping time, and now we are going to fly into the 200s. Loaded ping times are looking really decent so far. 5 millisecond jitter. So 227 on the down. And N41 again showing its weakness with the uplink. We're only going to get about 6 here. Yeah, about 6. So still blowing the other two guys out of the water in this particular location. So yeah, not bad. Again, give the video a thumbs up, click subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys maybe tomorrow to talk about what actually gets launched here. And we'll see you in the next one.